What's good with y'all? We got Mexican rapper ends his career after saying this about blacks. We on the road to 100K, okay? If you ain't hit that like button, subscribe button, and turned on all notifications, slap the dog shit about yourself, because that's the first thing you should have did when you clicked on this video. Shouts out to O'Shea Duke Jackson. Let's see what it's hitting for.
Black community and the Hispanic community have been at odds for a long time. And with the ICE raids happening around the country, in particular in LA, black people are not ashamed to tell Latinos how they really feel. For those of them who are getting deported back to their original countries, black people are like, bye bye. But in certain parts of the country,
especially in LA, bro. Y'all know LA is really segregated, you know. It really is between the blacks and the Mexicans, bro. Especially whenever it comes to street politics. That shit run deep out there, bro. You know what I'm saying? So there's most definitely a divide. Now, for the rest of America, it's not exactly like LA. You know, there's still a divide, but it's not as deep, you know. So I understand LA for sure.
Country, blacks and Mexicans don't have a big issue. And that's like in the country, like, bye bye. But in certain parts of the country, blacks and Mexicans don't have a big issue. And that's like in Northern California or even in certain parts of Texas. Now, Texas does have a lot of Hispanics
Texas,
and a lot
sure.
of blacks. But in certain partitions, blacks and Mexicans run together. And like I said, this is something to be seen in Northern California, like in Sacramento, where I'm from, where blacks and Mexicans typically have a close relationship. And sometimes you can get Mexicans and black gangs or vice versa. And so Mexicans can get a pass to a certain degree. And that is where we get a guy like Mexican OT. Now, if you look at Mexican OT, from what I can see from the guy, he's not like your typical Hispanic type rapper. He looks like a guy that, you know, he definitely is Mexican, but I mean, he got a grill. He seems like he got a shag. I mean, he kind of maybe raps on the same style of flow from what I can tell, like a black dude. But
Right.
there's an issue.
Right.
He uses the N-word. Recently, he was on the podcast with Angela
And I seen this clip.
Yee, and he was confronted about it.
Do you feel like you could say the N-word?
I feel like I can say it, but not because of that, and I'm gonna tell you why.
This is how I feel, bro. If you grew up around, like, in Oklahoma where I'm from, we really don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're cool with us, though. Like, if you're just a nobody, bro, all you hang out with is white people or Mexicans, bro, then you come around some black people and you're saying, nigga this, nigga that. Like, we gonna look at you crazy. But if you the homie, bro, we don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? We don't really give a fuck, bro.
What the are you?
What the hell was I about to say, though? I was about to say something.
I feel like I can say it, but not because of that, and I'm gonna tell you why. What the are you gonna do about it?
This is what I was gonna say. Even if you is the homie, bro, and you got the pass, it's more respectable, bro. You know what I'm saying? You're more respectable. You're more cool. Not like we're gonna look at you like with less respect, bro. You're still the homie. But if you don't say it, bro, it gives you more respect, bro. It really does, bro. Even if you have the pass, it gives you more respect, bro. Straight up.
What the are you gonna do about it?
But wait, there's more.
I grew up loving these motherfuckers. I grew up fighting with them. I grew up eating with them. I grew up doing bad with them. I grew up loving with them.
Does he even say
I
that in this music? I got a couple of his songs. I have to really pay attention.
Family, and it's not even about family. Even if I wasn't related to nobody out black, I mean, it's what the I was surrounded by, you know.
Now, Mexican OT said, hey.
Now, when it comes to having that related shit, I understand it for sure. But at the same time, you gotta understand who you are as a person. You're full blown Mexican, bro. Even a white person saying, "Oh, I got black cousins." You're white though, bro. So outside of the family, if you're not around them, you're gonna be looked at as what you are, bro. You know what I'm saying?
The reason why I use the N word, it's not because I'm being disrespectful. I grew up with these dudes. Like, I admire these dudes. I mean, I went to war with these dudes. Like, I'm from the same places that they're from, too. Now, it's interesting because, again, he does play the Mexican card, the Mexican flag and all of that. But you can look at him and tell that, hey, there is some level of black influence in what he does. And
He's a Mexican American, bro.
internet is divided on if he should be able to say the N word or not.
If you are not black, you cannot use the N word. I am an unambiguous Afro-Latina. I am a black woman. And if I had a cousin that looked like Mexican OT Genesis, which I have, if any of them said the N word, I'm slapping the shit out of them on sight. No ifs, ands, or buts. I'm not even thinking twice about it. And you know why?
Is that right?
Because that word was reclaimed by black people. Someone is telling you that something is offensive and you were like, oh, well, what are these N-words gonna do about it? That's crazy disrespectful. I'm not mad at Cleotrapa for asking the question because I feel like Cleotrapa is the only one in that room that had enough cojones to ask. Now, Angela Yee, this is her show. This is your show. And on top of it being your show, it's not like you're a nobody. It's not like you're not connected. So you could have easily checked him and been like, oh, you need to get out of here. Like, we're not going to continue. The men that was with him, I find it to be equally disturbing.
What the fuck are you gonna do about it? That's a grown man. Y'all are some little women, bro. And they don't even care. This was just a question. She wasn't really pressing that nigga like, why are you? Maybe she was. Regardless, though.
You need to get out of here. Like, we're not going to continue. The men that was with him, I find it to be equally disturbing that none of them said anything. Nobody said anything to this guy, like, at all. Nah.
Dick's epic 4th of July sale is on. Take 20%
Now, if he
off
runs
bags
with
and
black
Eagle coolers,
people,
25%
I don't follow these people on Instagram, so I really don't keep up with him. I fuck with his music, got a couple songs, bro. You know what I'm saying? But if his whole entourage and all he runs with and hangs out with every day is just Mexicans, bro, then I can see where people come from, bro, for sure.
So there is an Afro-Latina lady who was like, hell to the no. Like, listen, this dude don't have any reason to be out.
Afro-Latina. I don't like that putting that word Afro in front of stuff. I don't like that. Y'all might, I don't though.
Here using the N-word, okay? Like, not at all. Then you have people like Azalea Banks. She says this on a tweet. No, everyone in the world can say and do what they want, and black people really have no reason to be upset about it as offensive while we run around calling each other such an ugly word because we can't expand our vocabulary. If we want people...
There's nothing wrong with the word nigga, bro. It's a friendly... We took a negative word and turned it into a friendly, brotherly word, bro. All it means is bro. All nigga is bro. When Mexicans say it, when white people say it, they're saying bro. You know what I'm saying? They're saying bro. It's nothing racist behind it. Now, if they start saying like they can say nigga, but it depends on how they say it though. Like, cause I done came across white people say nigga and they about got slapped, cause the way they said it. You know.
To let it go, we
we really handed out ass whoopings back in the day, bro. Like niggas that played that ER stuff with us, y'all can ask, y'all do your research. If you know me, you know. If you know me, you know. We handed out ass whoopings. You know what I'm saying? It's just that simple, bro. And they never played that shit again. I'm talking about some white boys. They never tried that shit again. I swear. Man, I bet you they won't ever in life again.
Vocabulary. If we want people to let it go, we have to do so first. African people do not.
And it wasn't even like them was the white boys that could get the pass. You know what I'm saying? They wasn't even the white boys that could get the pass. And they over here running around saying ER. Them niggas never tried that shit again, bro. I swear to God. I swear to God, bro.
our
Niggas never tried it.
vocabulary. If we want people to let it go, we have to
Cause we was beefing with them niggas. They was trying to beef with us. They was trying to start shit, bro. And we was just being us, bro. For years, these niggas was trying to start shit, bro. Until they got that ass whooping. I swear, man, that's all it takes sometimes, bro.
vocabulary. If we want people to let it go, we have to do so first. African people do not use that word.
Stop the cap.
Then you got people on the same side as Mexican OT.
Do African? I could imagine Africans don't say it.
Bro, like, man, I'm tired of these motherfuckers that's not from Texas steady speaking on Texas business, man. Like, everybody say down here. Everybody. Especially all Hispanics, no matter if you goddamn Puerto Rican, Dominican, Mexican, El Salvador, man. You locked in with the blacks, man. You around, see us blacks, man, we raised around Mexicans. You know what I'm saying? And
I ain't gonna lie, it do be
goddamn
gangs of Mexican niggas just saying nigga though, and just throwing that bitch around. I don't hang out with nobody black, don't like nobody black, and they just. But what's that? What is it? His name Lefty Gunplay. He said he never says it. He's from L.A. You know what I'm saying? He's from L.A. though. You know.
It's a couple Mexicans, goddamn, or Hispanics, motherfuckers.
Texas is a different place, bro. Texas is like Oklahoma, bro. Like. If you cool, bro, like it's no problem with saying the N-word, bro. You gotta look to par though, bro. You gotta look like you hang out with black people or something, bro. Like, you know, you can't just come around be the most countryest redneck ass white boy. You know what I'm saying? And start saying the N-word, bro. You can't do it. You can't say nigga. You just can't, bro. You will get checked about it, bro.
You know what I'm saying? In every neighborhood, goddamn me, it's a couple Mexicans, goddamn, or Hispanics, motherfuckers, this on our block. So we growing up with these motherfuckers, childhood, since little boys, since little girls. You know what I'm saying? And we so locked in, y'all from up north wouldn't understand it because it ain't. I ain't gonna say it ain't no Hispanics, but
I do feel like why Mexicans can't like have their own, you know, their own lingo or whatnot. You know, I do feel like Mexican culture, bro, is like influenced by the black culture. As far as like streetwise, you can most definitely say. Especially like Mexican Americans, you know, they are most definitely influenced by African Americans.
it's racially divided down here. We like this. We locked in, man. Since middle school, high school, we getting invited to quinceañeras and tamale trucks and shit.
Hey, I done been to a quinceañera. Hey, I done been to one. Shit, we done also fought some Mexicans though, a gang of Mexicans.
Come right through on the little
it varies, bro.
With the little.
This is a guy from
It
Texas.
can still get political between the blacks and the Mexicans out here though. It most definitely can, bro.
Man, listen, man, we don't even need y'all in our business all like that.
It
like
just
we
depends,
grew up
though,
with
bro.
them, you know, they grow up with us. You know, we like family, so why can't they say it? I mean, they've accepted us, so it should be okay. Now, there was a Hispanic guy who brought up some very
I think there's still a divide though, and there will always be one, and there should be one. You know,
points.
What I want to speak on is that when it comes to referring to your friends as a Hispanic, you really don't have to use that word. I mean, we have so many other words. We refer to people as pa. We refer to people as my boy, what's cracking my boy. We refer to people
homes.
as food, what's
Y'all don't
up,
even,
food?
bro. They don't even use homes no more, bro. I have not heard a Mexican say homes in about 20 years, and I'm 25. I swear to goodness, bro. I swear to goodness, y'all don't even say homes no more, my nigga. Like damn homes. Y'all don't say homes no more, bro.
Boy, what's cracking my boy. We refer to people as food, what's up, food?
Food, yeah, that's one too.
Vato,
I say food.
Pops. I don't know if
Y'all don't say
other
none of that for real.
cultures use pops. I've only really had my Hispanic homies call me pops. But yeah, we just have so many
Not in the
other phrases that we
mainstream, at
can use
least, I'll
besides
say.
that word to refer to our friends.
And a guy said something that was interesting. He says, listen, I mean, like, I'm not here to really comment on if it's right or wrong for him to say whatever he's going to say. That's up to him. But
Y'all got
as
your
far
own
as
words.
referring to Mexicans or anybody else, there are many terms that we could use to basically distinguish ourselves. We have
And that's how I feel like that as well. Like, why y'all can't have y'all own shit? You know what I'm saying?
many different ways to show or we are friends. Like, we don't need to use that word because in our slang we have many different ways to call each other a name. So that's the
Right.
problem that he has with it. But the person who went and said the most was Sauce Walker.
What he say?
Man, say, man, I be trying my best to stay out of subjects like
I
this and
fucks
rant
with
like I
sauce.
used to, but this one really be bothering me. Mexicans, Hispanic people, and the word, and people using the word, they're of Latin descent, specifically. Mother said, I sound dumb as hell for saying, to say that a Mexican or Hispanic person can't say, use the word in fellowship. It's like saying Mexicans telling us we can't eat a taco. We can't eat tacos. The comment said,
I
how
guess,
can
yeah.
you compare a derogatory
I
racial
mean,
word?
but imagine if like black people was out here saying Vato and Holmes and the Mexicans would most definitely look at black people like, bro, that's not cool. Y'all would have a problem with that, bro. I can guarantee you that. I'm pretty sure if niggas was walking around this bitch saying Holmes and Vato and all this shit, whatever y'all shit is, y'all would have a problem with it, bro. Especially the real, probably them niggas out in L.A. You know, the Mexicans out in L.A., bro. They're the ones that'll probably have,
The
have
comment
the
said,
biggest problem with it.
how can you compare a derogatory racial word to a food?
They would take that, if you was to call them that, bro, and say Holmes to them, they would take that so fucking offensive, bro. How much money y'all want to put on it, bro? You can't go up to a Mexican as a black person, as a white person, say Holmes, my nigga. That's racist, bro. That's literally racist, bro. But they could say nigga all day. I don't have a problem with it though.
Food. How do you racially disrespect a white person? What do you call them? What is a food, dumbass? What do people call Mexicans when they be disrespecting them? Tacos, burritos. I mean, wet
Y'all call them tacos, man.
food.
What?
Disrespectful. Racism is racism no matter how you put it. And if we're gonna talk about it, the most disrespectful racist mother on earth. We hate ourselves more than we hate anybody. Wrong.
Facts.
Steal from.
Yeah, but I don't like that argument though, bro. Because you really gotta think of how wrong black people was done, bro. Especially like Indians as well. I don't even think Indian is a real race, bro. I think that's some make believe shit. I think because how's black people, white people, Asians, Eskimos? How's everybody Asian or Indian, bro? That doesn't make sense to me, bro. But I don't think
We hate anybody.
I don't think that's valid, bro. Cause black people was done wrong, bro. You know. So the internal hate that we have within, like that we have to understand where that comes from, bro, and move according from that point. Don't let that be an excuse for your actions, but you gotta be self-conscious of it though, man. We was done wrong, bro. And that's the reason why we are where we're at today as a people, bro. And I know I'm light skinned, I know I'm mixed, bro. But this y'all really don't know me, bro. So, I'm just gonna say, like, I'm just gonna put it like that. Y'all don't know me, bro. my whole everything I know is been the black side, bro. So you can't tell me nothing, bro.
Wet food. Disrespectful. Racism is racism no matter how you put it. And if we're gonna talk about it, the most disrespectful racist mother on earth. We hate ourselves more than we hate anybody. Fraud, steal from, don't support, don't help others. You'll see 10 in the middle of the street, mother getting ate by a mother grizzly bear and keep running. A white person to jump out and try to fight a Mexican to try to stab him. Put out their phone and
Facts.
record you
That is
die
fucking
and
facts,
suffer
bro.
for views.
Yeah, that's very true, bro. This is when we have to we need our wake up call, bro. I'm aware. The rest of everybody else ain't aware though, bro. That's what I'm saying. Once y'all niggas become aware, your whole mindset will change, bro. No cap.
But you have the audacity to say that Hispanic people shouldn't say the word.
Boy, you don't sit your stupid ass down. Who the f you think you is?
But wait, it gets worse.
Second of all, the word has already been converted into a word of love, a word of companionship, a word of brotherhood, fellowship. It's not been a derogatory racist word in so long. Yes, coming out of a certain white person's mouth in a certain way, yes, man, feel more disrespected than for a white person calling you a boy. So at the end of
Yeah,
the, like,
facts.
some real y'all be doing that
You don't call
on the
no
internet,
grown
and I
man
hate
boy, bro. It don't matter what race they are.
that, bro, because y'all don't really give a about. That's the part that irks my soul the most. And then, hey, how do you respect the Asian person? What they call them? Fried rice, egg, same. So don't ever say that comparing it to food is not the same. Yes, it is, you dumbass. You the dumbass. Idiot. I love Hispanic, anime, Japanese,
Y'all think
Chinese.
food
I
is
love all
comparable,
people.
bro?
People need to love people. Yes, we have been done wrong, but a lot of people have been done wrong as well. Yes, we have not got our reparations and our blessings back for what we have been through in this world. But when you talk about Hispanic people, I feel a certain type of way because why? Hispanic people built America just like we built America. America was built on the blood of Hispanics just like it was built on the blood of the black man and the Indian man. So at the end of the day, all that is bullshit. And it's
The
y'all
Indian man
for that
is the black
dumbass
man, bro.
systematical racism
Y'all can't
that make
tell
us
me,
hate each other.
bro. Cause how is it white people claiming they Indian, man? When if you look up the stereotypical Indian, bro, that shit is gonna look like a fucking Asian, bro. Now I got full blood Indian homies. I know full blood Indians. They look like they Asian. They look like the stereotypical Indians. I mean, I don't look so much Asian. I mean, some do, some don't, you know. I think my little partner, I think he might be, I don't know if he full blood or what, bro, but little homie don't look Mexican. I mean, don't look Asian, I mean. Think he full blood though, bro. Free Nika. Oh my mama. But man, what am I saying?
And the Indian man. So at the end of the day, all that is bullshit.
The Indians, bro. It's something we don't know about that, bro. It's something we don't know.
And it's y'all.
Cause how is every race an Indian? You could be white, black, Asian, and Indian, and be an Indian. I swear, I know white people that's about to turn red that are Indian, have Indian cards, get Indian benefits, whole life through school. They got JOM school supplies, nigga. They parents didn't never have to buy school supplies. I didn't get none of that. Meanwhile, my mom with my grandma's is apparently Indian. We ain't got no Indian card though.
For that dumbass systematical racism that make us hate each other. I understand that dumb they're going to California how they feel and all that, and that's dumb in a bit too. Because right now everybody should be supporting Hispanics that came over to America and
Bro,
helped build
the
this
Indian
country.
folks,
And
bro,
they
really be getting all kind of benefits out here, bro. You can get an Indian home on Indian land, and you can get real benefits out here being Indian, bro. Black folk don't got that, bro. It's a reason why they don't give black people that same shit, bro. How can you take people from a whole continent to another continent and not give them nothing, but move people from Florida to Oklahoma and give them all the benefits? It's because those are the real black people. Those are the real Indians, bro. Black people are the real Indians, bro. Black people was in America first. There's no way niggas survived on ships, bro, that long. They didn't have that, but they didn't eat nothing for 3 months. Y'all was stocked up hundreds, thousands deep on one ship. I don't believe it.
should be supporting Hispanics that came
Back
over
in
to America.
1500, 16, 17, 1800. I don't believe it.
Can't help build this country and ain't did nothing wrong to you.
Now, Sauce Walka is saying, listen, we do this to ourselves. You know, we're the ones out here. You know, they built this country along with us and all of that. Like, this is the case that he's trying to make for himself. Again, selling out, right? But check out what the Afro Latina sister says.
We wouldn't go up to his people and his family and be like, oh, son mojados, which means.
I got this car recently, and look how much I was paying for insurance before. I use this.
So why are you in a room of black people saying the N-word so comfortably? And then you know you're wrong because you're like, oh, well, what are they going to do about it?
Now, she says something that's very interesting. She says, you can't go to their community and use a term like wet beat, okay? You can't say that. Now, while you're letting them say,
that's what I'm saying. That
N-word,
goes back to that homes and shit, bro. If you was to say that to some Mexicans, around some Mexicans, they would think like you're you know. But since music and stuff and movies and everything, it's made the N-word so mainstream, bro. So you have to, it has to be accepted, bro. Mexicans don't have the same pool in the world black people do, bro. Black people got all the aura, bro. I'm not gonna lie. It's tough. It's tough. Got all the aura, my nigga. Y'all Mexicans don't have that pool, bro.
Okay? You can't say that. Now, while you're letting them say,
because if anybody in this world was really done wrong the worst, bro, look, y'all, if y'all want to look at the Holocaust shit, that Hitler shit, that was white on white crime, bro. Let's be honest, bro. He wanted the white people with blue eyes, not brown eyes, not green eyes. That was white on white crime, bro. Nobody in the world was done as wrong. Persons, you gotta stop doing that because you fucking up my shit, okay? You fucking up my shit. You need to go sit down somewhere and not right there. What am I saying, bro?
wet beat, okay? You can't say that. Now, while you're letting them
What was I saying, bro? I was saying some shit, man.
say the N-word, you know better than to go over there and call them that, right? And even though the N-word can be used as a term of endearment from people in our community, you could never use the term wet bee as a term of endearment because that will cost you maybe your life over there. And that's the point.
I mean, that's a little extreme saying that one, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's equivalent to ER, bro. If you ask me, I would say homes. You know what I'm saying? Homes, vato, some shit like that, bro. That would be equivalent to nigga. You know, YouTube will allow me to say the word nigga all day. As soon as you say ER, they yellow marking your video. I mean, even if you say cuss words too much, regardless, they'll get you, bro. You know what I'm saying? But you can say it all day, you know, and they'll never get you, bro. But switch that with the ER, they gonna get you.
Point that she's trying to make, like, we're accepting disparity from other groups. They would never let you get away with that. And that's the whole problem with black people. We like to allow people to do stuff to us, but if we were to call them the same thing that is negative, they'd have a problem with it. And that's why the Black and Brown Coalition is whatever it's supposed to be called. It's at a rocks right now, or it doesn't exist right now, because we allow this particular group to do whatever they feel like doing, and we don't put no parameters on them, but they put all the parameters on us. Even when you go to jail, when the blacks or Hispanics in jail, blacks don't like snitching, right? But the Hispanics can snitch on blacks. They can't snitch on each other, but they can snitch on blacks. So we're already...
Nah, bro, that ain't street. That's not gangster. I mean, that's not how we rock over here. It don't matter what goes on, bro. You don't snitch on this because they're a different race. You get to tell on them. The fuck? I ain't never heard of no shit like that. I'm not gonna lie. That might be true though. I've never heard of that though, bro. You don't just because they're the ops, you don't snitch on them, bro. The fuck, you don't tell. Oh my nigga, this is the street life. You don't like it, man. Change your ways, bro. You know, simple.
Not playing fair. So how
You don't
often
want to catch a case, don't do shit that's gonna get you caught up, bro. I'm not out here every day, bro. I pop out, you know, every once in a while, bro. But I'm not out here every day, bro. I'm not. I would not get on here and lie to you. These other niggas, these rap niggas, these niggas will do that. I won't get on here and do that, bro. It's how whenever I'm working. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting money. I don't have time to be posted on the corner, bro. There's no money on the corner. That's the only way I'd be posted on the corner is if I'm getting some money, and I don't do that. So simple.
they can't snitch on each other, but they can snitch on blacks. So we're already not playing fair. So how often can you compete with a group that's not playing fair with
They
you?
talk about they get to snitch on the blacks, but not on each other. The fuck?
But you're allowing them to come into your
Never
culture,
in my
into
life
your
heard that.
community, you know, and basically steal some of your style to do whatever they want to do, and you're down bad. At this point, like, blacks gotta kind of really wake up. Like, at what point do you wake up and to say, listen, hey, we can be friends, we can be family, but you using the N-word, that's offensive. Like, we gotta stop the cap on that, okay? Using the N-word, it don't make no sense. Please stop it. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy O'Shea Duke Jackson.
Hey man, y'all let me know what y'all think, man. It's been a good debate, man. We on the road to 100K, okay? If you ain't hit that like button, subscribe button, and turned on all notifications, slap the dog shit about yourself, because that's the first thing you should have did when you clicked on this video. If you made it to the end of this video and you bored, check out this video to the left or check out my music to the right. I just dropped some new shit, all platforms, Spotify, Apple Music, all that good shit. I'll get at y'all on the next one, and I'm gone. See what I put in that.